Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel and you are watching Triple R Farms. It is February 23rd, Tuesday. And if you watched the previous video, we got through in the valley this morning spraying that pasture. And now, as you can tell, we are on the road to Blackwell's Bend. We'll be doing the same thing down there, spraying hayfield, and we'll be doing a little bit different down there. It'll just be gramoxone at a quart and atrazine at a quart, because down there we don't have as much competing grasses. Pretty much it's really clean coastal, so we'll just be using those two chemicals to help with the broadleaves. So that's all we'll be controlling down there. So I'm on the way. I got everybody in front of me with the water and everything, chemical. So we'll regroup when we get to Blackwell's Bend. We will have to go through Selma, which over the famous Edmund Pettus Bridge, and it gets a little sketchy going through there because trees are all hanging over the road, as you'll see in the video, and I have to do a lot of swerving and stuff, but hopefully we'll make it through there okay. So y'all come along, hope you enjoy the video, and let's get something done. Well, I don't know if you could tell in the video, but when we came across the Edmund Pettus Bridge, anyway, there's a lot of low limbs in the road on that long straightaway, and there's no way for me to go up under it. I have to get over. My machine is too tall, so I have to like get over in the middle of the lane, the other lane, and anyway, when you have oncoming traffic and you're over there in their lane, they don't quite understand what in the world you're doing. But anyway, we're trying to get through there the best we can without causing any kind of traffic issues or slowing anybody up for getting to work and stuff. It's just, that part right there is the worst, but we made it through it. So now we'll be at Blackwell's Bend in about 20 minutes. There is the famous Hancock's Barbecue. I unfortunately will not be able to eat lunch there. I got too much to do today, so I'm trying to get back to the shop. But if you're in the area, it is really good food. Check them out. Hancock's Barbecue in Selma. Well, we made it to Blackwell Bend, and as you can tell, it doesn't have a lot of weeds here. Fairly clean. So that's a bonus. Got filled up and making my first round, and I've got a nozzle that's choked up, and I'll show you a little trick on how to unchoke your nozzle. Okay, here is the trick that I learned to do. Learned it on my own, but you got a nozzle choked up. What you need is some welding wire. The reason I use welding wire is because it's real stiff, it doesn't bend real easy, and we use 035 welding wire. It fits perfect. Take your nozzle off. And you'll just shoot this wire right through there like that. And then you always give it the blow test. Make sure none of it goes in your mouth. And then you point it toward the sun and make sure you can see through it. And then you're good to go. Welding wire works perfect. I always keep me a couple of those little pieces of welding wire. Just go ahead and cut you 6 or 7. Stick it in your console, armrest. You'll always have it. Blackle bin is finished. I got through and actually ran out perfect. Got James and everybody, Mark and Josh. We're all caravanning back to the shop. We'll get a quick lunch and then we got a big project after lunch. But I will explain that after lunch. Alright, let me catch you up on the 340. And 340, I mean this 340. We ended up calling Case and explaining to them what we had, and come to find out they have a problem on their engine with this particular model, this year model, that water is actually leaking into the engine and getting down into the sleeves of the pistons. Something about the walls of the pistons after so many thousand hours we're giving them trouble, and that's how the water is getting into the oil where you don't want it. So basically it's going to be a huge fix. They've got to tear the whole engine down. I don't know what all they got to do to the engine, but they got to do a lot. They got to tear it down. They got to haul it to their dealership so they can work on it. It's just easier if it's there. So the best thing about it, it's gonna be a really expensive fix, but Case stepped up to the plate. They knew they had a problem. They had a PIP out on it, and they are gonna actually help us out in paying for all this. So don't know how much they're gonna help us out, but they are. So hats off to them. At least they acknowledged it and are gonna step forward and try to help some farmers out. But anyway, the reason I'm telling y'all this is because right now we've got to get this up there and we got to take the duals off of it, front and back, and we got to have it ready to be hauled tomorrow. We will show you how we take off tires at Triple R Farms. Some of y'all watching the video may say, well, Daniel, why are you sitting in the tractor with it running? If it's leaking oil into the engine, you're going to mess up the engine even worse. Well, late yesterday afternoon we ended up dropping the oil, changing the oil again, and putting brand new. So it's got all brand new oil in there. So that is the reason I'm driving it around and sitting in it just for a second. But I'm not going to sit in it long. But that's the reason, if you were wondering. aren't as bad. Oh, yeah. Josh must have done that side.
Ain't gonna be that tight. Ain't gonna be a tight job.
It's gonna be the first wheel to come on. Guys, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it to the end, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And we really appreciate the people that watch these videos. It means a lot that y'all take the time to watch these. Two big things. Got finished spraying the hay fields and stuff to burn down, and we were able to get the Case tractor ready to go. So it is ready to be hauled, and they're going to work on it down there in Columbus. But thanks again, guys. See you on the next one.